So lots of talk in the service this morning about symbols of Christmas, and about how the meaning of a symbol a symbol can have more than one meaning for different people, and you can add meanings to symbols, and how unhelpful it is to argue about the meaning of symbols, because different people will put different meaning onto things. And one of the great things about the Spirit, God's creative work in our lives, is we can find new meaning in things, and we can be open to new possibilities. So I don't know the whole story of the tree over here. I know that it has had meaning and importance for people in the church. And in the summertime, when I met with a bunch of the leaders of the church to talk about what we'd be doing in this season, I made a suggestion about the second tree in the church, that we could attach a certain kind of meaning to it. And I made the suggestion that we would try calling that tree our memory tree. Because I'm aware that in this season, as we move towards celebration and joy of Christmas, that not everybody's always feeling joyous and celebratory. Some people have had losses, griefs, changes in their lives that are also part of the season. So I had this idea that if you want to, you could bring a symbol to church. You could bring an ornament, and it could be placed on the tree as a sign, as a symbol, in memory of a person that you're thinking about at this time of year, of a place you used to live, of a season in your life that's passed, something that's important to you, and you want it to be part of the celebration, but not necessarily the happy, over-the-top smiling part of the celebration, but the poignant, deep, the deep feelings of love we have at this time of year, for people, for times, for places that we're no longer in. So I brought one that was made by kids in a Sunday school of a church I used to work at, and it has fond memories for me. It has memories. Some of the people who helped make these in the church I was in have passed away. So I look at it and I think, oh, that's beautiful. And it also brings up some other thoughts, some thoughts of feelings of sadness, but of joy as well. So the memory tree is a place where you can put an ornament if you have one, and it'll hang there all during the season, and it'll be a place where the memory is safe. Now, we've put that in the bulletin for a couple of weeks. I don't know, did anyone bring an ornament this morning to put on the tree? Yeah. If you brought one, if you'd like us to put it up, we can do that. If you want to come up and put it up yourself, you could do that. And if you didn't bring one, over the next weeks, you can come in, and when you come to church, you can sneak up to the front and put an ornament on the tree. So as I said, if you'd like to bring an ornament in next week or any of the weeks during Advent or Christmas, you'd be welcome to do that. We're going to suggest if you want to bring an ornament in, make sure you make a little label to put on it so that when the season's over, you can get it back, because I'm sure it'll be something precious. And I chose one that's not breakable, just to be careful, because I don't want my memories to get shattered. Let's bow our heads for prayer. Creator God, in the snarl of light that filled the universe's first breath, you planted the seed of hope. And we wait for the birth, for it to grasp this world. Come to us now, Emmanuel. Each child born to this world within the hope of God. In the distant echo of prophets that still spread the rumor of salvation, you set hope. And we wait for the incarnation and for it to take hold in this world. Come to us now, Emmanuel. Every human face that offers the hope of God. In the heaven's own recklessness to become human that stirs holy descent into our living, you bring us hope. And we wait for the Word to seize the world. Come to us now, Emmanuel, one of God that opens the hope of God. We pray in this season with special intention for people and places and moments in our world that could most deeply benefit by the planting of holy hope. We pray for places where racial and political and religious tensions so often lead to violence. We pray for all the peoples of the Middle East and North Africa. We pray for all the peoples of the sub-Saharan Africa. We pray for all the peoples of Asia. We pray for all the peoples of Europe. We pray for all the peoples of North America, especially First Nations people. We pray for all the people of Central America and the Caribbean, especially those forced by circumstances to seek a new, safer place to live. We pray for all the peoples of South America. We pray for all the peoples of Australia and Oceania. We pray for all the peoples of the world. We pray for those who wander this world as refugees, for those who seek to relieve their suffering. We pray for those who work to identify human threats to the well-being of our planet. We pray for all who hunger, all who thirst, all who weep. We pray for those who are sick, those who are in recovery, and we pray for those who are dying. We pray for those who grieve, for those who live with memories of more joyful times, and for those who live with painful memories that still require healing. We pray for those who care for the needs of others. We pray for those who feel left outside of life and those who are looking for places to belong. We pray for this congregation and for all well-meaning communities of faith. God, help us to shine your light, reflect your light, live in your light. Come to us now, Emmanuel, one of God that opens the hope of God.